About today. Former Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs Kabiru Turaki SCN was elected as the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party PDP. Turaki emerged at the National Convention of the party in Ibadan, Oyo State, where delegates from 17 states across the country cast their vote to choose national officers. A total of 3,131 delegates participated in the exercise, while 2,745 delegates were accredited. Governors in attendance at the convention were Bala Mohammed from Bauchi, Sheyi Makinde from Oyo, Ahmad of Interior of Adamawa State, Governor Daud Lawal of Zamfara, and Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau. Governors Ademola Adeleke from Osun, similarly Fubara of Rivers, and Agbu Kefas from Taraba did not attend the convention. Others present were the Senate Minority Leader Abamora, a former governor of Osun Olagunsoye Onyilola, his Gombe counterpart Senator Ibrahim Dankwambo, and the Board of Trustees Chairman Senator Adolphus Wabara, and a chieftain of the party, among others. Before voting commenced, the party expelled the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and former Governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, from the party for anti-party activities. It also expelled the National Secretary, Samuel Anyamu, and 8 others, and dissolved party structures in Imo, Abia, Enugu, Akwa Ibom, and Rivers states. The chieftains were expelled for anti-party activities and fostering disunity, with a series of litigation against the interest of the party. The major question now is, what are the implications of this decision? Remember, there have been a series of judgment for and against the party national convention, but the PDP went ahead to do the national convention anyway. What are the implications of these? These are what we're going to be talking. This is what rather we're going to be talking about today on the program Matters on VOP 90.3 FM. You can call me Souls, you can call me Mr. Souls, you can call me Solo, you can call me Mr. Solo, but officially I am Solomon of FM. Welcome to Matters. If you're just tuning in, this is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and we're talking about the just concluded PDP National Convention that happened on Saturday, and of course the biggest shock of the fact that the Federal Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, was expelled from the party, and former governor for Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, from the party for anti-party activities. Obviously, some other persons were also expelled from the party, while the national secretary and party structures were dissolved in Imo, Abia, Enugu, Akwa Ibom, and River State. Joining me to help analyze this is Dele Fanimo. He's a journalist and a current affairs analyst. Mr. Fanimo, thank you for joining me on Matters today.
It's my pleasure. Good afternoon.
So the PDP decides to go ahead with the convention despite court judgment. Obviously, there have been conflicting court judgment. I talked to a legal analyst, a legal practitioner last weekend to talk about this conflicting judgment. And of course, we know the influence politicians have had on a judiciary, where the judiciary, they're supposed to be at par with the legislature and the executive, have become like an apron to the executive and by extension the legislature. But be it as it may, there were conflicting judgments, and because of that, the PDP went ahead to hold this convention, and a lot happened during the convention. But first of all, let me hear your opinion about what you think of the PDP deciding to hold the convention in the first place.
You see, I was in transit en route to Ibadan when the convention started.
Can imagine the traffic on the road.
Yeah, and I listened to the radio from a particular station that aired it live from Shagam interchange up until I got to Ibadan. And when I also got to Ibadan, I took my time to listen for another two. If I listened to Damagu talking to declare the convention open, I listened to Governor Seyi Makinde's speech and two other people that spoke. From the report and the stand-up by the reporter that covered the
commentaries
events.
For the convention.
Yes. The party stalwarts were upbeat. They were excited, and there was no incident even after the convention, and it went well. But I was curious that no mention of INEC representative in that convention. And the fact that INEC was not there to supervise that election, it's a red flag. And there is possibility that there will be more litigations, particularly on the validity or otherwise of those elected at that convention. 2, an appellate court or possibly the Supreme Court would have to intervene because the two courts have the same coordinate jurisdiction. They're at
the same level.
And so it's still a subject of interpretation and further rulings from perhaps a higher court like the appeal court or the Supreme Court. So technically, those elected are not sure of their standing as it is now. And
in other words, the convention may end up being null and void.
Yeah. But you see, this is why most of the time when I sit to talk about political happenings in Nigeria, I look beyond the street approach to it. You can see from all indications now why PDP governors are crossing to APC. I said it about a month ago that those governors, they are not crossing to APC because they love Tinubu, the president.
Definitely not.
They are not crossing to APC because they love that party.
They're not even crossing because they have any political ideology. Definitely.
No. There is no ideology anyway, and there is no political party in Nigeria. We only have platforms.
Political platforms.
Yes, and so what they are doing is simply survival. And the first law of nature is self-preservation. That's why inside the aircraft, they will tell you when the oxygen mask drops, fix your own, even before you fix your own son's mask. Because you may be panting, and that person you think you want to save, you will not be able to save that person, and you may not even be able to save yourself. So it becomes double jeopardy. And that's what these governors and other political office holders are running away from. The same problem that you are seeing in PDP is what is going on in Labour Party. ADC is not really faring better.
No, they aren't at all.
What they are using APC for is, if all things becomes unequal, maybe they can salvage whatever is left of them in an ADC that also has litigation. Those they met in ADC, they are still in court.
The old guard versus the new ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the Nadi Usman and Aburi, they are still struggling for the soul of Labour Party. So that is why they are running helter-skelter, because everybody wants to survive. Next election is critical and crucial to them. They don't want to be left out. So any boss that has no brain box. Any vehicle that the tire is bad, the politician will quickly discard and look for a better car that will take. The ultimate goal is to arrive at his destination, and that is what they are doing. So the convention for the optics was okay, but beyond
the optics,
there
are still a lot of question marks.
A lot of hurdles to cross. If PDP will still be able to survive. And of course, you see, I am looking at the scenario of 2023 repeated itself again. And the way it is very likely that PDP would still make inroad and be stronger, because those who would hold PDP by the jugular had left.
But at the same time too, a lot of the better heads, for lack of a better word, have also left the party. It's just the few ones that, I mean, you really can't say how much competition they can muster while in the party.
That's what I'm saying. You see,
so it's not just
this scenario.
It's not just the troublesome ones. Even the better heads have all left the party.
PDP is weak now. Who is that person that has
that
huge war
chest? Form of challenge.
Who is it?
Yeah, Wike, that one leg in APC and one leg in PDP.
There is no leg in PDP for Wike. The only leg Wike has in PDP is to ensure that things are not done behind him.
Now let's talk about the PDP, who's the elephant of the room. It's quite interesting that the PDP finally decide to summon the backbone to expel him from the party. But the question is, why now? What did it take for them to summon up the courage to expel him from the party?
You see, expelling Wike, Frayoshe, and the rest of them,
and
it's too late. It's too late in the day. If it were to be shortly after 2023 elections, with all the shenanigans coming from these people within the party, if they had done what they did on Saturday, perhaps it will make some meaning. But right now, the damage has been done.
You think so? I mean, there's still a whole 2 years left there's still a long time to at least build something.
You see, my worry about all this is for you to have a formidable party, money is
needed.
Huge
financial war chest.
Yes, and I can't place somebody. I can't place my finger on somebody who could match the current president, naira for naira, dollar for dollar, euro for euro, pound for pound, UN for UN.
And even there's also an article to contend with, which you can say is the only politician in Nigeria that can maybe contest with Tinubu in terms of the financial interest, and he's no longer in the party.
You see, one funny thing about that article is he has left PDP 3 times and returned.
So there's still a chance. There's still a chance he will return.
The guy is not close to him, so he can still find his way back into the party. But the point I see in all of this is the strength of that party has been whittled down considerably. And they are likely to come to the presidential race with a fragmented, weak, and disjointed team. And when you have such team, you don't win matches. It's quite unfortunate.
Indeed.
That less than 10 years out of government, for a party that claimed to be the biggest in Africa.
They were, for 16 years.
Now tottering. It shows there was no ideology. It shows there was no solid foundation. Because even if ANC loses election in South Africa, it will still be formidable.
They lost their huge majority in
That's
South
what I'm
African
saying.
election.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
They still had enough to be able to form a coalition with other smaller parties.
How many party men and women left ANC with that loss? You hardly can find.
Because their
you have
politics is based on ideology.
You have something to hold on to. You know that, well, come rain or shine, this has been my political party right from the days of struggle.
And it will continue to be.
And it's just a matter of time. We'll come back bigger, stronger. You know, how many times has the Republicans lost election in the US? Even the Democrats, they also lose elections, but yet they are formidable.
Yeah.
Because when you remove me, myself from the equation, there is always room for long-term planning. But the moment you begin to fight, to factor in personal aggrandizement, there is no way you can see beyond the nose. And that is what is happening to political parties in Nigeria. It wasn't in the interest of Labour Party that Peter Obi took the ticket of the Labour Party. He just needed a platform. Because if there was this clause of, how do I put it now, independence candidate, Peter Obi wouldn't have gone back to Labour Party to pick their ticket.
But we don't have independent candidates in Nigeria.
I say if the electoral law permits it, it won't go back to any political party. Because without a political party, the movement was very strong in 2023. So it's quite.
But
I don't want to be too pessimistic about PDP.
What does it mean for Wike now? Because obviously, with the various litigation that is expected with the state of the convention,
Peter will go.
Wike
will go to court.
Definitely. So that's what I'm saying. To court. And there are two paths for him. We should, if it depends on how this litigation go, we may finally see him come out to say, well, it's time for me to leave PDP and go to APC. Then do we see that coming before 2027 election?
Wike,
because we know his spirit is in APC, obviously.
You know, the spirit is with Tinubu.
Okay, there's difference between being with Tinubu and being with APC.
Is 100%.
But at this point, it's the same thing. Tinubu is definitely APC.
No, it's not the same.
What's the difference, though?
Okay. Right now, if Tinubu, God forbid, decides to step aside,
God forbid, a lot of Nigerians will be very happy for that.
No, what I mean is, there are clauses in the electoral law that will make a president step aside.
Oh, okay. You're talking about in general purpose, specificities. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so one would not want to wish him such things, such calamity.
I understand.
But if Tinubu is not factoring the equation, Wike will go back to PDP. He has not left PDP.
Officially, yes.
But his primary goal, the script given to him to act, is to ensure that Tinubu comes back in 2027. And
in other words, weaken PDP from within.
So it's not a question of Wike being in APC or crossing to APC. Wike is not for APC. Wike is for Tinubu, and there is a difference. If Wike had wanted to join APC, he would have joined. Nothing would have stopped him. But remain in APC, remain in PDP while you are working for Tinubu to ensure that he comes back 2027. That is the script. And so he will fight with all his might his expulsion from PDP. And the fight has just started.
So for now, it looks like the Seyi Makinde faction is getting the upper hand. But the huge question now is, what is his end goal? Is it to be the presidential candidate of the PDP? But there are lots of politicians that don't see him having that power, both financially or national recognition, to be able to compete with someone like Tinubu or Peter Obi or Atiku Abubakar. Seyi Makinde doesn't have that national gravitas yet. It doesn't even have the financial war chest. So what do you think his end goal is in the PDP? Some have postulated that he is also part of the script, that he and Wike are just play into the gallery, that Tinubu, Seyi Makinde and Wike are on the same side here in secret. But do you think that is the situation?
See, this is my personal opinion. I strongly believe that Seyi Makinde is not wholeheartedly working for PDP.
Okay.
He was part of the 5 governors.
Yes.
That
The
branched
G5.
out the G5 and ensure victory for Tinubu. And since then, I've not seen anything that has changed. For instance, part of the game was that Adel Abu, the current power minister, should pick another political party, which was Accord.
Okay.
In 2003 election. It came out of APC in Oyo State, took Accord ticket. And so, at that point, his job was to decimate the APC candidate politically.
Okay.
Because the APC candidate, Teslim Folani, had injured the interest of Tinubu during the convention by openly supporting another candidate, another aspirant. So, there was no way Tinubu would have given Teslim Folani that ticket. And the only person that could slight Teslim and also take a chunk of APC crowd of supporters is Ade Labu, the power minister, because the pedigree of Ade Labu, particularly the political strength of his late father in Oyo politics, so also assisted him in achieving that script.
Okay.
That's why nobody was picked from nobody was picked from APC.
Okay.
One would have expected that APC would have nominated a ministerial nominee as the national party. But they went to pick somebody from a court party that has no bearing with APC. That is to tell you that it was sent to a court to decimate the APC candidates' opportunity. And it was part of the agreement between Makinde, Tinubu, Adelabu, and they acted the script, made him power minister, so that he would be busy. He would also make some money that will be deployed to fight his governorship candidate. So I tell people since about 2 years ago that, look, don't deceive yourself. Adelabu is the next governor of Oyo State.
That means, going by what you just said, that means apart from the various litigations that will be coming out because of this convention, you should be expecting more infighting in the PDP as far as someone like Sheyi Makinde is still in the party.
Up till now,
despite the expulsion of Wike.
Up till now, as I speak, I have not seen anybody in PDP in Oyo State that is being pushed forward to contest this election. It could end up being a one-horse race with Vibu and an important voice against Adelabu in 2027.
Okay. Now, obviously, Governor Ademola Adeleke from Osun State, Similolai Fubara of Rivers, and Agbu Kefas Taraba did not attend the convention. But the name that struck me more is Fubara. That's the Rivers State Governor, who also was absent in the convention. Do you think it's has one leg in APC?
How can Fubara sit down and Wike, his godfather, will be pronounced expelled? That is anti-Wike activity. And Diri from Bayelsa State is already a candidate of APC. Adeleke is a candidate of APC. Fubara himself is a candidate of APC. So how would they sit down and witness?
But is he though? Because I don't think, despite the reconciliation, I don't think, and some political analysts who may agree with that, I don't think Wike will want a Fubara to come back as the governor of Rivers State. You know, going to, betray you once, there will definitely be a second betrayal.
No, you see,
because I think the political aspirations of Fubara is just dead and buried as far as Wike still has the power he has.
No. You see, Fubara may end up becoming the prodigal son that took his share of his father's inheritance, left, squandered it, and then Wike may be magnanimous with some push from Tinubu. If Fubara will toe the line.
There is Martin Mawele in the corner. We're hearing he may be the next governor. He has always been a Wike supporter from, Wike really used him to deal with Fubara in that state. So there are rumors that he may be the next governor in line. If there is a Martin Mawele in line, you think Wike will still want Fubara to remain as the governor come election?
Amewule, at some point, was cleverly waiting in the wings.
They still do.
You understand? To take over. Not even. I'm talking about taking over before the next election, because if the governor and the deputy, if they shove them aside, automatically who becomes the governor? Is the Speaker of the House of Assembly, pending when election will be conducted, and all they need to do is to strengthen him. You understand?
So that's the point I'm making. If there's a Martin Mawale waiting at the corner, I think Wike will want Fubara to still remain in power after that.
All these things are neither here nor there. Either we like it or not, we cannot guess accurately what will happen. They need to. Can't you see that? Since Fubara came back, he has been lying low.
Obviously, he's a puppet governor right now.
You understand?
Wike is still the governor.
So he has learned his lessons that the voice of the people after all, no matter. But the voice of the Godfather and if you have to remain in office, which voice will you want to listen to?
The Godfather, obviously.
Exactly. So he has. In fact, I doubt if the press secretary of the governor, Fubara, would have any tangible job to do for the rest of this administration's lifespan. He may not have anything to do much. But you see, events in the next maybe 6 months will determine if Fubara will be allowed to contest the next election or not. And Amewule, from all indications from his body language, is also beginning to see himself as a successor to Fubara. That's another thing that would implode as we move along towards 2027. And if Wike is allowed to take the front seat, who becomes the governor.
I mean, who will stop him from taking the front seat?
No one. The president can tame him.
Yeah,
whatever strength Wike has today.
The fact that he's loyal to the president is enough proof that no one can stop him as far as the Rivers politics is concerned.
You see, 24 hours they say in politics is too long a day. There could be sleeps that will take him away from the presidential backup. You never can tell. And if that happens, there will be switch.
And as expected, Abu Kefas, the governor of Taraba State, said he will join the APC on November 19. With no surprise there. And he said that there will be. Let me look for that place now. Okay, there will be a major shift and alignment on November 19. What do you think that major shift and alignment is?
It's obvious. The governor will also be watching and wants to be very wary as to where to put his feet, because he's a first timer. He took over from Darius. He still won second term. And because he won second term, he will do everything to sustain the status quo so that he can have his second term. So realignment is simply what will be for me to hold on to power. The alignment is not for political gain. It's not for Taraba people, but for him to ensure that he maintains his seat post 2027, and the politicians will do everything to make sure that they hold on to that office they are holding.
And Taraba, just like Cross River State, Akwa Ibom State, and one or two other states, Taraba has been a PDP state since 1999. And right now there is a major shift now to APC, which is what APC have become since Tinubu came into power. You've used everything possible to strengthen APC, to go stronger and stronger and stronger, which is obviously we're talking about a one-party state right now.
There is nothing like one-party state.
I mean, there are no opposition. The oppositions are in shamble.
Where is ADC? There's a difference between there is no opposition and feeble opposition.
Well, I mean, APC is the only political party that right now that is mounting any sort of opposition whatsoever. But it's still not enough. You can't exactly call that an opposition.
You mean ADC?
ADC.
ADC.
They've been the only party somehow that have been able to mount any form of challenge at all. But I mean, how effective can your challenge be if you're only making pronunciation to oppose any of the president's politics and the president's decision if you don't have strong opposition at the National Assembly, at the different states. I mean, their position is just basically releasing statement after statement. They've been doing a good job of that because APC did that very well during the PDP administration. But so far, that's all they've been able to do.
You see, I can tell you for free. When you, my cousin, a medical doctor, there was a time he told me something, and that became very instructive. That sometimes I fall back to it for me to take some decisions. You see, when you procrastinate, when you leave what you're supposed to do today till tomorrow, that tomorrow may never come. And if it comes, it may not be. It's just like the anvil of the blacksmith. The anvil becomes very useful when the metal is hot. But that's the only time you can beat this metal to shape. But the moment the metal cools down, the anvil will not be able to shape anything. You'll be beating and it will be bouncing back. That is the lot of this so-called opposition. When they were supposed to put the house in order, you now imagine if post 2023 PDP had been able to tame Fayose
and Wike,
PDP would not be where it is today.
But I mean, at that point, Wike was still the major financier of the party.
That is what I'm saying. You see, you can raise. Atiku was still in the party.
Yes.
And you can raise this governor. That's the job of the national executive.
But at that time, at that time, even the party leadership were fragmented. They were divided along the Wike and the non-Wike faction line.
I said, look, when Damagun came, it was solely because of the ambition of Wike that he brought Damagun. Now, he has failed in his ambition. The possible thing to do before Wike settles in as FCT minister was to decimate his rank. In fact, it may not even be the beautiful bride that compelled Tinubu to make him the FCT minister if it was not made strong within PDP. Because the job he's doing for Tinubu in PDP today, if he had been expelled, he won't be able to do. But because of the Shylock attitude of the top hierarchy of the party, who believe that taking out Wike will mean taking feeding bottle from their mouths, they tolerated him. And the result is what we are seeing now. So that expulsion is not going to work. They will go to court. And the courts are unpredictable. You never can tell with them. So how do they want to manage it now? So it's critical that we need to begin to look at it beyond now.
So as we round up, so that we'll start taking calls from our listeners and viewers from YouTube, let's assume everything works according to plan now. This convention and the leadership stays. Wike successfully decided to finally leave the party and join the PDP. They joined the APC, and obviously Abu Kefas is joining the APC on Wednesday. And Ademola Adeleke should be here his own APC defection any moment from now. What now becomes of the PDP? Because we have said earlier on that there's no one in the party strong enough, to garner national attention to come out as the candidate for 2027 president. Do we see a situation where some of the rumors we've heard in the last few weeks and months comes to fusion, where maybe a Jonathan is now brought back into the party, or a Peter Obi because of the ordeal in APC. Right now, we will say we definitely say he doesn't have a credible platform. Labour Party is in shambles. ADC, despite the fact they've been able to mount little opposition, they still have deep political rifts between the old guard of the ADC and the new party members of the ADC. Should we see a situation where either of those rumors come to pass? Jonathan, or obviously Jonathan's eligibility is still in huge questions. There have been two legal divide to that, whether Jonathan is still eligible to contest for presidency or not. There have been two different legal.
My worry,
or should we expect like a Peter Obi coming back to a PDP?
You see,
and will he be allowed?
Peter Obi coming to a PDP might be a little bit dicey. Because Peter Obi does not have the war chest.
True. But at least the party,
and is not disposed
but at least the party,
and is not disposed to spending money the way an article will spend money.
True, but the party, if they're able to put their acts together, the PDP is a formidable party in terms of party structure and be able to gather money here and there to spend on his behalf.
Politicians don't put their money where it is 50-50 chance. Businessmen also have a way of putting their money in different places. For instance, if Dangote wants to sponsor APC now, it will sponsor APC through a proxy.
And with the assurance that APC will win, and
apart from that, they will also put some legs in other political parties. So in case there is a major upset, you won't say, because I know that you supported APC against me, then my policy will change towards your business. But I recall when Chief Arishikola Alao was alive, anytime there's a major governorship election, he gives almost the same amount to all the contestants, because he's not sure where the pendulum will swing. So left or right is not a loser. You understand? But in this case, PDP is still a dangerous party for anybody that wants to clinch presidency to hold on to.
I mean, not if they finally put their acts together.
It's not a question of putting their acts together. This litigation, you think it will end before election?
It will drag on for years.
They will drag it. And before you open your eyes and close, we're already in 2026, in the next 1.5 months.
So either way, it's not even a win-win situation for Peter Obi.
It's not.
Both in terms of spending or not spending, and the
PDP is not a party that Peter Obi can use to fly in 2027, except he wants to deceive himself. He cannot fly with PDP, because PDP is like putting landmine on somebody's way and is blindfolded. How would you avoid the landmines? It's not possible. That's the dilemma, and that's why all these governors are running away, joining PDP. I mean APC. They don't want to lose. They don't want. One thing I keep saying is the Samfara example is instructive enough for anybody that wants to run any race in 2027. All those guys lost the election and they were already back in their various homes, only for just one judgment to sweep the other guys that were already celebrating and they're waiting for swearing in. And the rest they say is history. So you think a politician would want to put his money where he's not sure that, okay, even if I win this election, am I sure that I will be sworn in? Am I sure that somebody will not pull the rug off my feet with just one judgment?
Finally, before we let you go, the former Middle Pass AGF Malami has come out to tell us his intent to contest for for the governorship of Kebbi State, under the platform of ADC. How do you think that goes? I mean, I was reading it in the news, which is a very interesting. Him criticizing the PDP, the party of which, of course, he criticized the insecurity situation in the north of APC, which is a very interesting thing to say, considering you were in the PDP in the last dispensation, where you were Attorney General of the Federation. But how do you see this going under the ADC, no less?
You see, the way politics is practiced up north is not the same way it's practiced south. You are looking at Manami that didn't do well as Attorney General, was surrounded with controversy for donating. Of course, he has this in mind when he donated cars, SUVs, to some sheikhs, some traditional rulers, emir, and all that. You know, they are going to look at him from that prism.
But do you think he has the state clouds to be the party governor, and not under a PDP or an APC, but ADC?
He has the clout. But the only problem is ADC is also
in not the same situation.
Yeah, so, and I don't know why he fell out of favor after. I think he became that stubborn fly that went with the corpse to the grave. He was too blinded with loyalty for Buhari that he didn't see the need to plot his graph beyond Buhari. Now Buhari is dead. So where does it belong? And in that axis, either you like it or not, the way politics is played there is such that most candidates that win election in the north are anointed candidates. Not because you have money, not because you have clout. Those who sit in conference, I'm not too sure if this guy has enough clout amongst that council that will just anoint him.
Okay, Mr. Fanimo, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. Thank you for your time.
It's always my pleasure.
That was Daily Fanimo, a journalist and current affairs analyst. It is time to open the phone lines for you to make your contributions, and the number to call 0700 903 903 903. Again, 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us on the 0803 692 9933. Again, 0803 692 9933. Our WhatsApp number, you can call or text us, and the WhatsApp line is 081 717 56338. Again, 081 717 56338. Okay, our first caller for today. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Hello.
Good day, UK Martins calling.
Okay, UK Martins, go ahead. Talk to us.
Yes, I listened carefully to the analyst. What he said is the truth. But one thing I want to say that the HOB and his team cannot make known his platform now. People just suggesting, suspecting, you understand, ADC is in shambles, PDP is in shambles, Labour Party is in shambles. If people didn't make known where he stands, APC will come up for a bit. That's one thing.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello, are you with me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm with you.
Yeah, if people didn't make known his platform and he's standing now, so there is a crucial meeting, decision taken that people should not make known where he's standing now.
So you think his silence is strategic?
So let people gaze, let people, the analysts, the people start gazing, but P2B solidly is where they are. In fact, many people even within the ADC, within the PDP, and within the Labour Party, these three political parties, some something is going on, and very soon Nigeria will understand it.
Okay.
Then secondly, in regard to expulsion of Wike from PDP, Wike has gone. All of them has gone. Let them go to court. No matter the limitation in the PDP, Wike cannot make it. Because that is something that went on, which the presidency is aware. So the step that Makinde and his group took is a legal step. So that's what I want to say. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Number to call 0700-903-903-903 and 0803-692-9933. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Chicks from Festa.
Okay, Chicks from Festa. Go ahead.
There will be a shift in the political side of Nigeria. And you can be rest assured of what I'm telling you. You understand? You see, a lot of those in APC today will become back. Just like what the last caller rightly said. People are eagerly waiting for P2B to see where he belongs. And you're going to see what is going to happen. UK does not have monopoly of violence or all those things is just doing. It's temporal. You cannot be powerful than this. There are people that have done more than what he has done to the way I think. PDP boasted that they are stronger political party in Africa, this one, so where are they? So these things they are doing is just temporal. It will not last long. Nigeria must be taken away from the house who does not have the benefit of the populist at heart.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You can also call or text us via WhatsApp, and our WhatsApp line is 081-717-56338. Again, 081-717-56338. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us where you're calling from.
Shola from Jota.
Okay, go ahead, Shola.
People say UP is gone. That has been expelled. They are joking. The elected convention they had was legal. The court said they should not go ahead. They went ahead and did it. So UK should go back to court. You have to these people not to hold the convention and they've done it. So when the court are nullified. So I'm for APC. I'm not seeing seriousness on their part. And it will be due to financial constraints. Because most of these parties depend on governors to finance them. And people does not have the financial wherewithal like this to have before. So, yeah. But I want them to give actually a run for its money. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, what is going on with PDP? I have no pity for them. Was it not the same Makinde, Damagun, and Olabode George who joined the Wiki group to frustrate Atiku? Now they are fighting themselves. I don't see PDP getting out of this confusion they created for themselves. John from Janiki. Thank you very much, John from Janiki. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP.
Thank you very much.
Tell us where you're calling from.
This is Bello. Calling from Wooded Kano.
Okay, go ahead, Bello.
Thank you. You see, let me tell you, come 2027 will be the best year of political exercise in the history of Nigeria.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, APC, by the grace of God, you see what will happen to APC after their convention, particularly after their primary election, you will see that APC collapse. Because Tinubu cannot hold APC, and some of the people in APC today, they were there not because they love APC, not because they love Tinubu. They were there to make sure that they disrupt the activities of APC after their primary. They are there to make sure that APC paid at the end of the. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Yeah. So don't think that because people are decamping from PDP to APC, make APC a viable party in power today. No. After the primary election, you will see thousands of people from APC to SDP are going to have numbers of these people by the grace of God. Just mark my word. I will take on it to remind you that I think
SDP, not ADC, not PDP, but SDP.
No, SDP, I don't think SDP is a political party. It's a political party by name, but the weight is not.
Let's get this clear. Are you talking about SDP or you're talking about ADC?
I am talking about ADC. Going to have very massively from the APC, because APC is just like I knew little about the Bible, about the scripture. When the king called Nebuchadnezzar, somebody in the Bible, when God rejected him, he became a beast in the wilderness for 7 years. So that is how APC is. That is what APC is going to be. Nigeria have rejected it, even including me. I'm not talking about others, but thousands of majority of Nigeria have rejected this APC. I particularly voted for the 2015, 2023. But the only regret I regret in my life in this country is the regret of voting for this party. And by the grace of God, I have realized my mistakes, and thousands of others who are there that have also realized their mistakes. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Now, let me come back to you, Mr. Dele Fanimo. Two major things I've heard from our callers. There seems to be this notion that Peter Obi's silence, because I mean there have been confusions and what's going to happen to you in 2027. What platform are you going to be on? Is it going to be Labour Party? Is it going to be ADC? There's this confusion, but some people, particularly those in the obedience movement, tend to think Peter Obi's silence is also strategic, because I mean he's been silent, obviously. Do you agree with that?
Peter Obi has not been silent.
He has. I mean,
listen, he has only been undecided.
I mean, what's the difference? Undecided is
no.
silent.
Undecided. When it's most of the time, if there are policies, Peter Obi will criticize those policies. Policies.
No, that's not the silence we're talking about. Obviously, him and ADC have been mounting.
He cannot make up his mind now.
So, but you think that is strategic?
Well, it is.
Because according to them, there's a level of spontaneity which is have its advantages.
You see, what I want to tell you is Peter Obi, for now, is still undecided because he is not a fool. He understands politics. Sometimes when people say he's not a strategic politician, I ask myself, if somebody contested the election twice as governor, he won, he was removed, he came back. I mean, what better way of learning
Let's not talk about the gains they have in the 2023 presidential election.
What is happening is he's just extremely being careful so that he doesn't put his leg on landmine. If he decides to come up today and say he's for ADC, if ADC implodes, it will be difficult for him to say he wants to go to another party. Now the question will now be, why is this man really jumping up and down because of us, or because of his own ambition?
And then
so he's being careful.
And then secondly, the last caller made a point which I think it's a good one. It says by the time the convention of APC concludes, there may be some defection to APC, because obviously a lot of them are there for their personal gains, and if by the end of the convention they don't see themselves being in the next government, either in political situation or ministerial appointment, they may decide to defect, which will now be a right time for APC to absorb some of this.
Defection has been part of our politics here, and it is not going to stop very soon.
Yeah, but it's not just about defection. I
can assure you that those who may want to defect genuinely in their hearts would have to think twice, because if you defect, it's not going to be wholesale, as if this group are leaving the party wholesale for a particular political party. Anybody that leaves APC today, it's advisable for that person to pick a political party that has not been entangled in litigation. Because these three dominant opposition parties are entangled, and until you untie the knot and the political party sails beyond the landmines, my brother, only a politician that wants to commit harakiri will want to.
That means the defections in APC to maybe ADC will only work when ADC have put their acts together.
Not only ADC,
or even PDP,
or even Labour Party. That is when people will want to leave.
Okay.
Politicians have a way of calculating and strategizing beyond beer parlor politics.
Okay, let's go back to the phone calls. Hello.
Hello, Solomon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us in where you're calling from, please.
Akodiba is my name.
Okay. Calling from?
Solomon, I am calling from my papa.
Okay, go ahead.
I am a very strong member of the obedience.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I don't think I can repent from it.
Good for you.
Okay? Yes. But it's unfortunate that the countries of the world is talking about innovations, ideas, thinking for next generation. Nigeria only talk about politics. But when we talk politics, I will talk to my principal, Peter Obi, should never think about going down to PDP or even Labour Party. We are urging him to be in the ADC. Be in the ADC. Contest for the presidential primary. If he wins the ticket, very good and fine. If he did not win it, let him remain there. Anybody that picks it, maybe Atiku, he should be a deputy to Atiku. We, the members of the obedient, believe you me, we are going to give him 120% support.
But
you understand?
But you do realize there are also some huge amount of obedient members that are saying he's either the president or nothing. So I'll say you obedient movement are divided on the position you want Peter Obi to take as far as Atiku is concerned.
Solomon, I don't think we are divided.
You are divided.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you our
I've heard several obedient members saying it has to be presidential candidate or nothing. That Peter Obi being a deputy to Atiku might destroy his chance of being the president by association to Atiku.
Let me tell you our stand.
Especially if Atiku doesn't do well as president.
And definitely Atiku will do well as the president. You know that. Okay, you know that. Let me tell you our stand. We are demanding two things from him. He must be as a president or in the presidency. It's a two different things. Either he's the president of Nigeria or he become the vice, but we need him at the corridors of power. That is not the truth.
Okay.
So anybody who is telling you that he is president or nothing, I think that person is not an obedient. That is just the truth.
Okay.
The chronic obedience, all the tempted ones, we want two things from Obi, either a president or in the presidency. He must be there in 2027. We are giving him all our support.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello. Yeah, this call from WhatsApp. Hello, can you hear me, sir? Okay, let me pick on our calls. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, my name is Tofi. I'm calling from Mongolia.
Can you speak a little louder? I can hardly hear you.
I'm calling from Mongolia.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you see the delay of a bid in making the position known. It's not working good for me because we are all patient waiting for him. But the more he delay, people will not have that endurance again. We have enjoyed so much. The better he makes himself known and work on it and start building for me. Telling us he's planning, doing this, it doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Doesn't make sense because there's no point. What you tell us if he's going to ABC, he should go there now, start working for it. Because ABC will not just ask him to come. He has to write to them, I want to be there, I want to contest. If he's going to PDP, he will make his position known, so that the evidence will follow him to wherever he's going now and start mobilizing for him. What when it is 2026 about the March when time has gone? They now tell us, oh, I'm in ABC. By that time, there will be no chance again. So my advice to him is that he should make his position known as quick as possible. There is no time.
Okay, thank you.
This idea that I'm waiting doesn't make sense.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Brother. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us in the way you're calling from, please.
This Serena, they calling from Spain.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Very clearly. Go ahead.
Okay, my brother. Well, you know, Nigeria and all these people that will pick us this thing. Look at the only thing they play with us as if we are fools. Due to Nigeria, Nigeria doesn't want to wake up. You see, this I remember this your this and I greet your guest there. You mentioned of INEC not being present there. You know what? That's the problem in this. That's what is happening in what caused problem in a Labour Party. INEC wasn't there during the Inouye convention of a Labour Party. At the end of it, they said no, they are not there. They cannot recognize this. What is it called? What is it called? This guy that's causing that problem in that party now.
Wiki.
They did not. Julius Abure.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the factional leader of Labour Party.
They went to court to say they forced INEC to recognize him. Is that is that the right thing? Court forced INEC recognize Abure. They didn't go to INEC with a witness thing, and now the court forced them. Then after that, they recognized this guy. Then these people went to Supreme Court, and the court said they disqualify Abure. That is what is called problem in this thing.
Okay.
You know, Nigeria, they are playing with us only that if we can just agree together and work, you see that these people are not. And how many are they? And let me just round up with Labour Party. This PDP. PDP have been destroyed from time. You know, let me just say thanks to what is it called? This the chairman of the assistant. What is it called? That support this acting chairman. Magu, is it not Magu?
Damagum.
Is it Damagu? Thank you. Thanks to him. Even I extended to this. What is it called? Ayo somebody that before this Damagu. These people just say that Northern cannot be the chairman and the and Northern will still be candidate. Damagu should stay this Ayo should step down.
Okay.
This man insisted to show that he's working for these people. After the election,
he has not been the PDP chairman for a long time.
That's the problem up to now. And these people playing. These people, these people, they're just playing. All of them, they are working for APC.
Okay, thank you.
Very soon, you just you say this is not have this. No,
thank you. Thank you very much.
These people don't forget about.
Hello.
Hello, my brother.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us
good afternoon, sir. I greet you, Mr. Solo, this MK, calling from Okota.
I greet you too, sir. Go ahead.
What I want to say, let me come back to our regular language, which is the pidgin.
Can you move away from the radio TV set? We're getting a whole back, or switch it off to.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I say let me come back to our regular language, which is the pidgin, that market trainer will listen. You see, all this defection, and even my father is among them, I will destroy my father. Because he's not a man that will stand still, that is telling us how to become the role model to him. Are you hearing me?
Okay.
They go because of the thief, they thief. The eye under the umbrella of it is that they shouldn't program. The time is coming, my brother. Things will change. What is important in life is changes. We cannot wait for 100 years now. That money, if you not donate that money, the two from the offices, the children is going to donate that money. You see, I think that's okay. When they are doing things, they say that is too much. Now, so they will deal with them. And And look at what is happening in the UB. They kill the vice principal, the breadwinner of the family. What about the children? What about the wife? They are what we do. The children is fatherless. And our government are they sitting down fighting to save the nation. People are dying. They are fighting to their state centers position.
Thank you.
People are dying. It will happen to them.
Thank you.
It will happen to them.
Okay, let's read some messages. Let's see, where do we start from? Good afternoon, King Solomon and guests in the studio. Anyone telling me that Shey Makinde is working against Tinubu is wasting his or herself time. All these group are making way for Tinubu to have a smooth ride come 2027. Okay, Shey Makinde, Bode George, Amechi, Autumn, Saraki, and Atiku brought APC to limelight as for today, and they are still members of APC in disguise. But mark my words, they will surely pay dearly for it. The only opposition we have now is Masses V versus Tinubu come 2027. And Tinubu and APC will become a history very soon by the grace of God. What is Tinubu going to use to campaign in 2027? Is it the hunger killings or the excess borrowing without any positive impact on our lives? Mayor from Ikotuegbe. Thank you very much, Mayor. Good afternoon, Solomon of and guests. Governor Similai Fubara of Rivers State and Governor Kefa Sagbo of Taraba are facing uncertain features as they reconsider their re-election bid in 2027. On Fubara's chances, he has expressed confidence in his re-election, saying that nothing will stand in his way if he decides to run again. However, he is facing opposition from his predecessor and current Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, who is reportedly backing a replacement candidate. Fubara's decision to stay with the PDP or join another party like the APC remains uncertain, while Agu's situation, he is reportedly considering joining the APC, which could strengthen the party's presence in the northeast. His move is seen as a significant blow to the PDP, which has traditionally dominated Taraba state politics. Agu's reformist agenda and commitment to stability in Taraba state could be key factors in his re-election bid. The decision of these governors will likely have significant implications for the 2027 elections and the future of the PDP. Mr. Gobi from Idumo. Good afternoon, Solomon. For the fact there was no thugs disrupting PDP convention and Oyo shows that it cannot stand. The question is, why didn't the INEC representatives present to witness the convention? I strongly believe that this convention is a trap to lure good candidates like Peter Obi or Goodluck Jonathan to pitch their tent with the PDP with hopes that Wike and his loyalists have been expelled and the party is now free from APC spies, which will go well at the end. Solo, if Nigerians really want a good chance, they should forget about party and focus on the candidates they want to side with, no matter the party he decides to run on. Thanks, Vincent, aka But Y from Mushi. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Solo.
Yes, sir. Welcome to your place.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
I'm Edward calling from Sango.
Okay, Edward, go ahead.
You see, the convention really it took a long time before they did it. They're supposed to have done it earlier than this time to correct some nonsense. But what you bet that is happening is a script written from the president to with Wike with the lawyers. So all those court cases, they are aware of what they are doing, just to make sure they kill PDP. So it's not a new fact. Everybody knows that. But what I'm trying to let people understand is that Obi have already said that by this November, maybe it will be middle to the end, he will declare where he will enter. His followers are still waiting for him to join, because looking into APC with the modalities of
hello,
everybody knows that they are not doing well.
Okay.
So let Obi arrange himself properly.
Okay.
Even Atiku also that are silent should also know how to arrange himself as a better candidate. Let the two match, because I believe that Nigerians are going to vote them. If they are really serious, they are going to vote them, because Nigeria, they don't need APC. So that is my own.
Okay. Thank you. Greeting House, the king. All I want Nigeria to do is to give this man in Aso Rock a serious contest. We can't give him a run for his money because he has no money of his own. It is our money that's in his hands. A serious obedience. Will be patient with Obi and work along with him. Period. Have a great day, the king. Grandma Maggie from Ushudi. Thank you very much, Grandma Maggie. Hello.
Hello, Solomon.
Yes, so welcome to VOP. Tell us in the way.
Good afternoon. My name is Obina, calling from Mejibo.
Okay, Obina, go ahead.
We are waiting for Obi. Anywhere Obi goes, we will follow him. We will be obedient. But I'm afraid of one thing. Nigerian presidency does not choose by our vote. I agree very well that I'm of the opinion that there is people that make this presidency, no matter what the masses vote. Because Obi, we know that if Obi is there, all this insurgency will not be there. And you will see what Donald Trump said and how people are defending it. If Obi is there, all this insurgency will not be there. And the people that make this presidency will not allow Obi to be there. Because many people doesn't want Nigeria to go well. Many people that profit in Nigeria that doesn't like Nigeria to go well. But by vote, Obi will win. Anywhere he is, any party he enters, even though he stands alone, Obi will win.
Okay.
But me, Obina, I'm of opinion that they will not allow him because people that make this presidency will not give it to him.
Okay, thank you.
That is my own take.
Thank you.
That is where I'm at.
Good afternoon, Solomon. Obi should not go to PDP and ADC should give him the presidential ticket. I'm an obedient. Peter Obi 2027 KC from Ijesha. Thank you very much, KC. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Go ahead. Your name. Hello.
Obina calling from Eko.
Okay, Obina, go ahead.
So, for me, because I know any opposition among that three parties that we contest in 2027, people will vote for him. But the people that is vowed that under their own words that Igbo man will not rule Nigeria, if they continue where they start for the last election, with them that you know. What I know is that God will pay everyone according to his own work. No prayer will stop judgment of God. For people that are doing it, there are no key reason why somebody will make such vow that we know be alive, people man will rule Nigeria. And then they say we are one Nigeria. Why are they treating people like we are slaves? And then we are not a slave.
Okay.
That is my opinion.
Thank you. Okay, as we round up, let's read one or two messages. Good afternoon, Solomon Asika from Mushi. It's how they are little Peter Obi during 2027 election, saying he doesn't have structure, but Obi surprised everyone, which INEC later released the results of the winner in an unholy hour of the night, and the nation went on to morning mood. The same mood we had yesterday that Nigeria lost to Cote d'Ivoire, where Nigeria lost to DR Congo, no Cote d'Ivoire, on penalty, and everywhere turned to a morning mood. Thank you very much, Solomon Asika. Good day, souls. These people know how to distract Nigerians. All I want is the betterment of my country. Sheikot from Itire. Thank you very much, Sheikot. Let's quickly go live. Let's go to our live YouTube broadcast and see if we can read one or two messages there. Good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. In fact, Wiki is the problem of PDP, and it's good that the party expelled him and other members. They are in anti-party activity, and also APC government is funding all this mayhem. That's according to Bennett Madu. Thank you very much, Bennett Madu. And say no to Chinese colonialism in Africa. Africa, wake up. This is Africa's time. Olamide Razak. Thank you very much, Olamide Razak. Okay, this is where we say bye-bye to this edition of Matters. I'll be right back tomorrow at same station, Voice of the People, VOP 90.3 FM. Same time, 1:30 p.m. Same programs matter. So do follow me on IG at Solofem1, SOLOFEM figure 1, IG Solofem1, and on Twitter Solofem. You can also follow our station on social media handles at VOP903FM and subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOP903FM. Good afternoon and thank you for listening. I am Solomon Offem. See you again tomorrow.